This is the place where the Archbishop of Canterbury, Thomas Becket, was murdered in 1170 by 4 knights of King Henry II. Thomas and the king had originally been very good friends, but they fell out. They argued over the rights of the church as opposed to the rights of the king. And because of this, 4 knights came to Canterbury, not intending actually to kill Thomas, but intending to arrest him and take him before the king for trial. But when they came into the church, loudly shouting, "Where is that traitor, Thomas Becket?" Thomas came down to meet them, announcing here he was, a man of God but no traitor. But when their leader, Reginald Fitzurse, grabbed Thomas by the sleeve and said, "You are now my prisoner, I arrest you in the king's name," rather than come quietly, Thomas hit Reginald across the face and flung him to the ground. And Reginald very angrily stood up, drew his sword, and he cut Thomas down. 2 of the other knights joined in, and as Thomas was lying on the ground bleeding, a knight called Richard le Breton swung his sword at Thomas's head with such force that it cut off a little disc of bone in the head, exposing the brains, and then the tip of the sword shattered on the flagstones beneath. Thomas was proclaimed a saint and a martyr, and lots of miracles were described as having happened at his tomb, and Canterbury became the 3rd most popular pilgrimage site in all of Europe. And this is one of the places where the pilgrims would come to worship. They decided to rebuild an altar here, and they commissioned the sculpture there of the 3 knights' swords, the ones who actually killed Thomas, hanging in the form of a cross.